As far as the chaos we find ourselves in these days, it's difficult to say which side pulled the trigger first. Erusia deployed an automatic intercept system with drones. Osea implemented long-range attacks to bypass them. So Erusia decided to sabotage Osea's communications and navigation technology. Erusia couldn't launch a satellite themselves, but they were still able to hack the software of the Osean transmission and navigation systems. Before Osea even noticed, half of their satellites were hijacked. That's when things got ugly. In an attempt to knock out each other's capabilities, both forces launched fighters loaded with anti-satellite missiles at the same time. Only military satellites were targeted. However, their destruction created a debris field in orbit, which wiped out scores of other satellites, both private and government-owned. What kept the world relatively sane up to that point had been free-flowing data and information. But now, those were gone. All that remained was chaos and confusion. Government and civilian broadcasts and transmissions were cut off. The flow of information had ceased. Forces on both sides of the conflict now found themselves unable to communicate with their superiors. Many of the smaller countries annexed by Erusia and yearning for their independence seized the opportunity and started their own uprisings. As for why some of Osea's military decided to break off from the main force and continue on their own, I have no idea. Perhaps there was some sort of dispute over the chain of command. The continent that had once seen wars that were only fought between Osea and Erusia was now full of numerous conflicts between rival leaders vying for power. Insurgencies were everywhere. I even heard a rumor that a group of Osean convicts had rebelled. Rumors. It never ceased to amaze me that even at a crazy time like this, something as trivial as a rumor could find its way here. Communications from corporate were cut off. Apparently, the entire computer network was down. It was a wise decision to make our drones autonomous with AI instead of being radio-controlled. Wise and forward-thinking. Even with their GPS offline, they can still use their sensors to navigate as long as they're working properly. I'm sure the drones are still working perfectly, following their mission orders to the letter. I wish I could upload Mihai's new data to them. But without a connection, I can't upload the software to the active drones. The new ones we're making, though, there should still be enough time to upgrade those before they're activated. I'll be taking the data I've acquired away from the front lines now. Oh, and I'll be taking the girls, too. I told my assistant Masa it was time to get Mihai's granddaughters ready to leave here. She's not much older than the girls, but she has a way about her, and I'm sure she won't have any trouble with them. I saw a plane flying off in the distance. I imagine it was looking for a safer place. The plane had a rose emblem on it.
Erusia's communication networks have been down since their satellites were destroyed. Unfortunately, we are experiencing trouble too. All of Erusia has been affected, and we don't know when things will be back up and running. We're not even sure if this is Erusia's doing. Still, we will follow the strategy that was originally planned and move on to the next operation after liberating Farbanti. Let's get to it. Since the war began, we've been receiving communications in secret from an officer in the Erusian army.
With the capital under our control, Erusia's radical element is losing support quickly, affecting the balance of power.
HQ is thinking of using the military officer as a way to gain leverage to settle peace negotiations. The officer is currently hiding in the outskirts of Anchorhead Bay, having joined up with support dispatched from the Osean army. The plan is that they'll take a standard vehicle to a rendezvous point at a harbor in the east part of the city, where a helicopter will be waiting.
I would like the new Strider Squadron to provide escort for the officer. Cyclops will remain at the base on standby to serve as defense.
With the communication network currently down in the capital, I very much doubt Arusea will be able to mount a regimented counterattack. However, it is likely that Arusea's intelligence department and the remaining forces who are aware of the officer's movements will interfere. Keep a close eye on the officer and make sure he stays safe. Our victory in Farbanti has given us a golden opportunity to finally end this war. Be safe out there.
Take note that our satellite-based IFF has become unreliable following the recent communications failure. As such, target ID will be done by processing the images from the infrared cameras on your aircraft. Objects will initially appear as unknown on your HUDs, but will be ID'd once you close in on them for a set period of time.
To the unidentified Osean craft, this is Captain Carl of the Osean Army. Are you...
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?
It's a state of civil war. The Erusian army is fighting itself. There's no guarantee the Oseans won't shoot us in this confusion.
Will image process the unknowns caught in your cams to identify friend or foe? The process will be faster if you get a close-up, well-centered image. Meanwhile, just run if they shoot us, right? Affirmative. Always identify your target before you fire.
Something I'll never get used to. But tonight has been a total shock. The city under martial law. Gunfire and the roar of jets echoing through the streets.
Give me Strider Squadron's IDs. Oh, and hand me that sandwich. ID'd as Osean forces. This is AWACS from the LRSSG.
Our info has been updated.
Entering the Anchorhead Bay area. Buildings will block your line of sight. Make sure to keep track of your objective.
How this war ends depends on this mission. I'm counting on you.
Understood. Strider Squadron, identify the unknowns along the route.
You were the ones on the radio. We don't know our location. Give us orders.
We have no orders, but we do have ID data. Check your TAC terminal.
Roger that. We'll look for our way home.
It's Erusian.
They are responding aggressively.
General, if they're conservatives, they'll listen to us. The negotiations were a success, Lancaster. They've opened up a path for us. The more the merrier. We can't see the tops of the roofs from down here. Be on the lookout for enemy ambushes.
Vehicle confirmed destroyed.
We made it through the Anchorhead Bay area. We're heading along Highway 208 under the bridge. We're taking the coastal highway at the next ramp.
All right.
There's a strict curfew, but people gather at bars and other places to learn what's going on. Which faction is the head of our organization? We need to know at once. This is a message to all of you fighting out there. Ask yourselves, what is best for our country? Wait, the General managed to convince them. Those that protect General Lafarge are the real patriots. Onward! A fight breaking away. Fire! Fire! We're on your side, you idiot! There's a vehicle up ahead. It's gonna ask us to pay a toll. Get closer and find out if it's an enemy vehicle.
We'll go. Let's go.
We archived all the footage that we've shot. The communication networks come back online.
Yes, target's still active.
We need to remind everyone that there's no such thing as a clean war.
Topside destroyed.
Signs of the coastal warfare at the beginning of this war are now gone.
Fox 2. Target acquired.
No good. There's still a car on the road. Just to be safe, we better avoid the highway and head for the warehouse district. Lancaster, we're taking a detour. Don't lose us.
Strider 1, General's route has changed. Keep your eyes on his vehicle. Don't let him out of your sight.
Here comes the traitor, Lamar. They got me. This is a wide net they've cast. They really don't want the war to end, do they? Lamar's in that vehicle!
They've been set up in all the right places.
Target's been wiped out.
Your delusions of fighting with drones is what got us into this mess. There's a vehicle blocking the road. No response to hails. It's the radicals. We have some enemies coming up behind us. They're gaining on us. We changed our route, but the enemy's still on us.
Target acquired. Missile hit. Warning, enemy has a bead on you.
It is not machines that make the decisions in war. It's people. Understand that.
Strider 1, missile away.
Stall warning.
Get them before they get us!
Not bad at all, Trigger.
Nice work, Leos 2. That's a confirmed kill. You are a true patriot. You guys are hoping to draw out the war, leading our country even further into ruin. Weapons hold!
Stall warning.
We're heading towards Grunder Park. Rendezvous point is the helipad on this man-made island. We'll ditch the car and take the helicopter from there.
There are rumors of a military group calling itself the Free Erosions. An unknown is blocking our scheduled route.
No response. Got a pass ceiling.
Missile.
Watch it. Enemy has a lock on you. AA gun confirmed destroyed.
I see scratches on their tails. They're that convict squadron.
Missile.
Strider 1, bandit on your tail.
I'm hit! Get this guy off my back! It's illusion! Shoot it down!
Trigger, that one's Ocean. Do not attack before target identification is complete.
Fire on that vehicle!
The VIP is taking fire. His vehicle stopped. Locked on target.
We're the only ones here on our side. Try to help us before we get shot. It's not like this is a tank or anything.
Captain Carl, we have a new rendezvous point. New coordinates are as follows. 263 Tango 4, 1999 Delta Lima. Rescue team says hostiles are making the area too dangerous.
Well, yeah. Don't they know nowhere is safe?
Our capital's fall has led to another power struggle within the Erusian military.
It's all gone to hell. Even radio chatters about the civil war. Radio? You have one in your cockpit? Yeah, ever since my previous squadron.
This is AWACS
I've got it taped, nice and secure. We're about to cross Anchor Bridge. There'll be nowhere to hide.
That was something.
The General is speaking with the commander. Ceasefire with the Ocean aircraft. General's orders. That vehicle is one of ours! Fire! The info just came through! An armored vehicle's behind us. It's a vehicle used by the Erusian forces. Take it out!
Missile.
Trigger, our VIP is in trouble. Clear the way for him.
Missile. Missile.
Taking fire! Take care of them! I didn't think we were gonna make it, but you saved us. Thanks.
Stall warning. Stall warning. Caution. Missile. Missile. Missile.
Unknown aircraft approaching! We've almost reached the container area. Watch out for enemy ambushes.
Missile.
Understood.
Missile. Missile.
System failures caused friendly fire incidents among Ocean forces. There are even rumors of penal units turning against our allies.
Missile.
With the main conflict concluded, regional forces in the center, south, and east will strive for stabilization of the nation. Erusian government has defined these groups along with those trying to independently make peace with Russia as rebels.
You heard the comm. There are no friendlies out there.
Missile. Missile. Missile.
Its ID is Erusian.
General, we still have drones at our disposal. Destroying things, Tom. Watching for the future and go through the high heavens. Box 2!
I'm on my target's tail.
Those guys shooting up there, aren't they both Ocean?
Target destroyed.
We're coming up on a tunnel. We'll need to split up until we reach the exit. There's more to Belkin technology than just your aircraft. Taking IFF designations for one was an astonishing feat. They used it to make drones that resembled Ocean fighters. And then to assassinate Harling and put the blame on enemy fighters. But in the end, Belkin technology brought chaos to the world. I can't believe Russia's responsible for Harley's assassination.
Talking politics? That's new.
Can't ignore a story like that, right, Trigger?
Bad news. Hostile armored forces outside of the tunnel.
I'm thinking that we should stay high before they ruin the General's day. Box 2. I can't take it!
It's Erusian military.
The General's a real celebrity. Seems everyone wants to meet him.
We were nearly done for. I couldn't have asked for better timing. Nice. Glad to see the Oceans attacking the radicals. How faster. If agree, then we're here to help.
Regionalism is bartering and fighting within these realms.
We've reached the industrial zone. This should be the new rendezvous point. Coordinates are up ahead. Take out any enemies in the surrounding area.
Officers from countries annexed by Russia are taking multiple groups and declaring independence.
Why we wait? Don't worry, we won't let anybody through after you.
Almost at the rendezvous. Leave the rear to the others. Understood.
The radicals truly believe Western probe productions will make up for our losses. They should be taking responsibility for the capital's fall, but instead they're prolonging the war. That is why proper conservatives like myself are moving to regain control. If all goes well, we should be able to sign a truce with Osea quickly.
5 minutes remaining.
We've reached the rendezvous point. There's the chopper, too.
Who do we turn to in this darkest hour? We need a beacon of light to show us the way. This is the Erosion News Network.
Okay, let's go. We're getting out of here. I've had just about enough of this place. I'd like to offer my thanks to the LRSSG. This should finally bring about a true end to the war.
Understood. Good luck. Multiple unidentified aircraft approaching.
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down. This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
Whoa. There's a girl on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No. Unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path. Wait! Unknown's attacking the girl's plane!
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erosion fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp. Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco. How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor. Trigger, what the hell are you doing?
This plane is carrying civilians. We have escort fighters, but we do not intend to engage in combat. Please stand down.
What's going on?
Try to get a little closer. Weapon use is prohibited.
What's going on? Dr. Schroeder!
on board?
He's not lying about carrying civilians.
No, unless she's a soldier.
Weapon use is prohibited. We've checked footage. It does seem to be a transport with escorts.
I repeat, this craft is carrying civilians. We are not here to fight.
Dr. Schroeder, tell me what's happening.
I'm sure I don't need to remind you, but do not attack the civilian liaison.
That's the aircraft my grandfather told me about. The one with the scratches.
There it is. The EASA liaison plane. They engage in witchcraft with Belkin technology. They're responsible for leading the military down the wrong path.
Wait, unknown's attacking the girl's plane.
Alma, hold on tight.
Lancaster, permission to engage.
Negative.
What?
They could be Ocean fighters. ID them ASAP.
Shit.
That's all we can do.
ID complete. They're Erusian fighters. What the hell is going on?
Stay sharp.
Uh-huh.
Right, I'm shooting him down. Any complaints?
Granted.
Wilco.
Wilco. Wilco.
How dare you interfere? I'm here to deal with that traitor.
Don't miss.
Aim carefully.
Locked on bandit.
I'm taking fire, but I can fly. 3, 2, 1. Missile crossing.
Yeah, good work. Strider 1 has killed a bandit.
Careful. Those guys are good.
I'm behind my target.
You don't think it was Ocean they shot too? I managed to catch a glimpse of these strike thinking.
Mine. No good. Shit.
Strider 1, missile launched.
See it, fighter. Just how long do you plan on getting in my way?
I'm on my target's tail.
Missile inbound! Breaking! Breaking!
You're in my way.
Bandit destroyed. Well done.
Locked on.
Target hit.
Nice kill.
Good work. All hostile aircraft eliminated. The liaison is safe. Wait.
The escort fighter is... The drive. They're missing the drive.
What the hell? You gotta be kidding me. Liaison escort has a radar lock. They're targeting you guys.
What the hell? We were just helping them.
Erusian aircraft, this is AWACS Lancaster. Do not engage the liaison. Break off now.
Can you hear me on this channel, OC craft? Those escort aircraft are drones. They are currently being operated autonomously. They are not being controlled by anyone. They are flying on their own volition. What?
In that case, we have no choice but to shoot the aircraft down.
Unfortunately, yes.
We did what we could. Weapons free. You are cleared to attack the escort.
Welcome. Understood.
Wilco.
Hey, it's not our fault they won't listen to reason. Why build something like that? Whoever did is the king of all dumbasses. To build something else entirely.
Can't afford the MQ-99 launch! Our commander overran! They must be accessing it remotely. Which unit is behind this?
Strider 1,
Additional hostiles inbound. Great timing.
Son of a bitch.
Our drones headed this way!
No. The escort must have used its remote activation rights to gain more allies.
Strider 1,
Clever.
fire. Warning, enemy has a beat on you. In gun range.
Behind the enemy.
Missile away. 5 bandits remaining.
Damn it. They don't have the drive they need. Strider 1, target eliminated.
4 bandits left. UAV confirmed destroyed. 3 bandits to go.
It's not enough to be really functional. There has to be a time when it should not function. But when? They are out of data, aren't they?
2 bandits left. Show them what you got. Target acquired. Missile evaded. One bandit to go.
Strider 1, that's what I like to see. Another story to tell my boy.
Understood. All hostiles have been eliminated. Nice. General's helicopter is flying safely outside Anchorhead Bay. All aircraft, RTB, mission complete.
All hostiles, huh?
General, the Ocean aircraft is here to pick us up. The approaching Ocean aircraft.
Losing his army? Elaborate. They stole our sealed orders. It should be a piece of cake.
Were you sent by the General's staff? No, it's like what it said. Listen, I can't!
There are 3 scratches.
What does that mean?
The tail of that plane.
Lancaster, are all of these really unknowns?